good evening, good evening, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Chen Chen's King of Fighter 14 Combo Dojos on Thursday. Wherever you're on the world, you're watching my channels. Tonight will be the team of another world team, and also we have our guest here, Dark Chaotix DCs.
Yo, what up, what up?
Well, basically, we're gonna go straight forward tonight. So let me just set it up, the bars, everything. And then we're ready to roll. Alright, stuff from the team Another World. They're not originally from King of Fighter World. They drag it out from Nakoruru is from Samurai Showdown. Love Heart is from one of the animations, and
Pachinko machines as well, I think.
Pachinko machine Japan, but yeah, they have their own storylines, and also MuiMui. I'm not really sure who MuiMui came from.
I'm sure she's from Pachinko machine
as well. Yeah. So what I first thought, SNK just dragged them in because they want enough of the characters to be sticking 14. But from the beginning, Nakoruru was like S tier, like so
probably the
hard
best in the game.
And it's powerful, especially for her Crouch C. Crouch C is like the old version, the first version is what it's like. Damn, everywhere, anti-air, everything. Even though you jump over to your opponents, it still works. Luckily, they nerfed the benefit of Nakoruru, and then she become medium high. Like, she's not really a top tiers anymore.
Nah, she's not top. No, she's probably mid to upper mid. But yeah, the two main things that they did nerf her, Crouch C, which is her main one. The hitbox was just gigantic. Yeah, it was ridiculously bad. I can't believe how they left it when they first brought the game out. But then the other thing was her bird. Her bird was the other thing that was really powerful. This bird would absorb super fireballs, anything, and it would be really good anti-air. So that just made her very powerful. So I think she was probably one of the best in the game when the game first came out with K-Dash. I think them two were very, very good. But now, yeah, they fixed the bird. The bird doesn't absorb DMs anymore.
Oh yeah, that's one of the things.
Yeah, and damage has been scaled. And oh, that's right. And this move used to be invincible on the way up.
Yeah, not anymore.
So, yeah, so whenever someone wake up, they'll do that straight away, and you couldn't hit them. But they fixed that as well. So yeah, they turned her down a lot. Yeah,
she just, like, from the first or second version, everyone will have her because it's way easy to use. For her, for this character, it's like there's not much not what do you say? Not much thing you can do. Regardless of or combo. It's pretty reliant.
Combo routes is like one main combo really.
Yeah, everyone is doing down C all the time, and then if you do any DM or SDM, you're just gonna do the bird, absorb whatever you can. But because they nerfed down the characters, so now, well, as what we all play Nakoruru, we're still pretty rely just on the first move that we can see is Crouch 2 Light B, 1 Crouch Light A, and a Fireball. And that's pretty much people doing, even though you can just do 1 kick, 1 light and do the Fireball. Start from really simple, because if you're using this, the benefit is if you hit your opponents, you can do the super, you can do the DM straightforward, and even the SDM, and give you very strong damage. As the first example that we're gonna do, oops. Just simple as this, 247 damage. Not too much, but because Nakoruru have one of advantage on when you do the fireball A slash down. I think the recovery time is fast, right?
Yeah, so you can actually, so with that combo you're doing, whoops, you can actually, keep pressing,
Do a light kick afterwards.
yeah, you can actually follow up with it,
Yep.
like that. And that adds into like a mix-up. So you can do, some people, whoops, they do the bird straight after it. I'm lagging a little bit.
Yeah, me too.
Like that. So on wake up, it's like a meaty hit, and then it just gives Nakoruru an option to go in, like either jump or roll or whatever. But yeah, so it recovers pretty quick. So that's the A version of the slash. The C version you can't combo into from lights. Yeah, it just doesn't work. It's too slow. But the benefit of that one is that it's got an extension. So if you combo it from heavy, yeah, you can do an extension which pushes you away, but you know gives you breathing room. So if they block it, yeah, you're at a safe distance. But they can guard roll and they can punish that if they know you're going to do it. But if they don't have bar, then you're safe. You can actually do that. But that is the main combo. That basic combo you just showed, that's generally the main combo.
That's pretty main for her, what everyone doing. Except for that, people just gonna keep a distance doing Makuhaha as a fireball. If you force your opponents to roll over, then you can do the follow-up or the mix-up. If in the far range, pretty much you can just do fireball C. These give you, if you do the extra follow-up quarter circle back C again, you will jump back to the corner and you can just cheat on your opponents to see what's the next you might need to do, because you can delay the move a bit and then to see if that he confirm it. Alright, so except for that, like there's not much thing Nakoruru. Yeah, you can't connect Makuhaha into like the fireball moves because it's gonna be rely on the fireball A. But if you can confirm diagonal down A, you can do the same thing. That's from the hard jump D or jump A. That's gonna be C, diagonal down A, and do the follow-up. And you can also do the DM. Become 292 damage. So basically, if you're gonna do SDM, just purely SDM, this damage is very simple and nice. 458. Even though just stuff from the light, it still gives 375, and it's pretty decent damage. Because once you hit the SDM, your opponent will force to backwards a bit. So you're gonna do a bit of a mix-up, you know, rolling, jumping, to see how you're gonna go. And except for that, anything that we can do without Maximo doing some combos that you can think about it?
Yeah, so just a couple of quick things. So with that mix-up I did say before, the other mix-up you can do is the flight. And then in bird mode or flight mode, you can actually do a combo. So she has a couple of options out of that. So the first one is if you just press D, she comes straight back down, so she doesn't do anything, or B as well. Either button, so any kick will bring them down. If you do down attack or down C or down A, she does like a blade slash. And the other option is if you do down kick, she does this downward kick, and you can actually combo into from that as well.
Into the regular move. That's what we do. Just give you extra kick to confirm.
Yeah. So that's another option to combo into. The other thing was Chen, you did a combo from heavy C into down forward A.
Yep.
Yeah. So just one thing I would note about that is that I know it hits 2 times, but when we do Maximo combos, you're better off just trying to cancel it off the first hit, because sometimes the second hit misses if you're too far. So you're better off just making sure you just do the cancel off the first hit. Because yeah, the range is a bit iffy for some reason. I think other than that, yeah, that's pretty much like the basic combo that you just showed is usually all I do. I don't really do anything else.
Not much people do other things.
Nah, like her jumping attacks, because she has a real floaty jump. Her jump is not as good as some of the other characters in the game, so I don't really jump a lot with her. And when I do jump attack, like she doesn't really have a lot of good jumping attacks like to hit ground. So like her jump D is decent. Her jump B actually crosses up as well, so which is good as well. But it just hits awkwardly. That's all. Yeah, like it's really hard to get. And yeah, so I don't really jump a lot with her. I really stay a lot on the ground, and as Chen said, really just sort of zone in space with Bird, and then just sort of punish with that. That's really the gameplay. Other than that, yeah, I don't really do much else from there.
Just jump into DM, SDM, and level 3. You can't do these except for the Nakaha, unless you're gonna do a diagonal down A straight into the running super, the running DM. But barely people using it, so not really suggesting. But the damage is really good. So if you do have a chance to do SDM, just simple as these, 455. But barely people using it because most of people might do something else. Yeah, so if you really getting to Nakoruru from beginning and you just want to know, well, of course this move looks much better than the simple Makahaha. You can try by yourself. Except for that, pretty much we can just go to simple process as not a cool idea, advanced cancel, because that don't give much damage. It costs you 3 bar, give 400 damage, so don't do that. If somehow you're gonna put your Nakoruru into anchor position, I will suggest without using bar on Maximo Combo, you can go. Oops, forgot the 5-8. Oops, wrong one. We didn't mention about the DP. Her DP is quite quick, but the bad thing is once you do it, it flows in the air for a sec. If you missed it, then you're gonna regret it. So, alright,
yeah,
get back. Go back to the topic.
The angle of the DP is really awkward. It's hard to judge. Sometimes it just misses completely. So you rather do just crouch C than
and that's why people love Nakoruru about crouch C. It's the same thing you can use for DP. All right, back to where we start. You do this. That's 458. So just gonna combine SD even to level 3. It gives you really nice damage. Oh wow, why do I always come down like this? Hey, that's weird. I didn't do that. You'll miss the first hit, but will fly. Oh, okay, that's too early. That's 798. Very strong damage. Even though you missed a bit, you will see something funny like this. That's the bit delay one. So you missed the first hit, but you get back to on the second hit. 818. I prefer delayed a bit, less damage, but looks sick.
I don't do her climax at all. I save the bar for other stuff, so I rarely use her climax.
Yeah, it just looked good. Alright, so we'll move on to the Maximo Combo. So DC will demonstrate the Maximo Combo for us.
Okay, so probably the main Maximo Combo that you will see people doing. I probably forgot to mention, for me personally, Nakoruru is best in point or mid. I don't really see a lot of people using her in anchor, but point or mid, she's really good. She builds bar real quick, so you'll get a lot of meter to muck around with straight away. So main combos, so if you're starting from lights, oops, sorry, wrong one. So that's what happens when you try and do the second hit. Yeah, so, oh, that was a combo. So that was just a basic, or that's the standard Maximo combo. Works anywhere, one bar, it does. Oh, you gotta delay the first. Oh, lagging again. Oh no, it's done. Okay. Okay. Are you lagging? Or is it
not for me.
Oh, okay. Try it again. There you go. Okay. So that's the basic one bar Maximo combo. As I said, you can do anywhere, works anywhere. What damage was it?
337.
337. So
not bad.
That's, for one bar, for an anywhere sort of combo, it's pretty good. But that's just the basic non-DM one. If I was gonna do a DM one, it would be. Well, there's two versions that I use. If you want the better damage version, you do this. So that's a 2-bar combo, which was how much?
418.
418. And yeah, and the other one would be the same, but just with the SDM bird. But that's which is. Oh no, oops, sorry, wrong one. Oh, that's it. Oh no, I'm lagging again. You want to show it? I'm lagging on my end.
I'm not sure which one you're doing, but I can.
Oh, okay. Well, the SDM bird, so it's the same.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's just with the C. Yeah, see, I'm lagging real bad on my end.
First, yeah.
No, so you do the so you do the quarter circle forward C, and then you do the SDM bird.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So
that's what you. Yeah, if you do the normal bird, you can't do the SDM bird, like, because obviously the bird's already in action. So yeah, so you can't do bird after that because it's already active.
Yeah.
And it takes a while to read. So yeah, so you do the other combo where you do the C slide.
Yeah,
Are you sure you're not lagging?
I'm okay, a little bit.
Oh, okay, this looks like it on my end.
Okay. Ooh, why so?
You gotta delay it a little bit.
Yeah, this regular comp that I normally do. So for that, what I normally do?
Yeah, I'll try again. I'll see if it's not lagging as much now. It still is. Yeah, it still is on mine. I don't know why.
Let's just jump down.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, well, that was the combo. But yeah, now we'll try it again because I'm lagging real bad. Don't know why.
I'm saying, bugging.
Member select.
Hopefully better now.
Like from what I'm thinking, SNK didn't do the
Oh, just put bars on.
Team Another World in really a proper setup, because every move they're doing is really simple. They're just too lazy. Except for making them have a fancy. Ooh, nice. Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, that's the other combo.
Yeah, except for making they can do a lot of fancy combos, they rather make them simple and powerful. That's all about Team Another World. So they don't have much change. What do we do? Oh yeah. Oh, okay, that's right.
Oh yeah, you do the A version.
Oh, again. Yeah, so if you're gonna start combo, you can still do this if it's in anchor. Pretty much everything that I rely, once you go, you're just gonna cancel to DM, SDM. There's nothing fancy about Nakoruru or anything that you can think about to change your playstyle, because until the end of the day, people's gonna do down C most of the time, and once it's confirmed, and this will come in.
Yep.
Oh, alright, in the corner that will be missed, so yeah. Simple 558. And that's pretty much about Nakoruru, and except for that, we don't normally do too much anything else than that. But there might be some good players that have a different way of using it, but we're just saying for simple understanding, that's the most handy way of using Nakoruru. Alright, let's move on to the next characters. Anything you wanna add it up?
No, that's it.
Yep, alright, let's move on to the next characters. So that'll be MuiMui. MuiMui is not a simple character as well. Like, there's not much thing you can a bit.
Member select.
She has a I don't know, variation, but
combo wise, it's just they play very solid. As I can see, Team Another World, all three of the characters, they are very solid characters. They rely on hit confirm to do most of the thing. Alright, start with MuiMui. Her move is simple. Fireball is gonna be this. Not much people normally doing it. It's very dangerous. Once you missed it, you will regret definitely. So instead of fireball punch, people might do in connection of light kick. That's safe. When we have a racket as well, so 3 rackets, same as Yori, half circle back 3 times, and you can, in any of the confirm hit, do the half circle back of any kick, so it will dash down. That's 1, that's 2, we come to 3. So her basic, most basic is this: stand C, forward A, 3 rackets, and you can change to DM, SDM, level 3 as you want. Like, pretty flexible. You can do 1 hit, 2 hit, all hit confirmed, and well, damage is pretty surprised me, because if you're gonna do full, that's 1 bar, is 396. Like, they really solid and really powerful. The thing is, if you're able to jump in to do the combo, the reason why, because MuiMui's move, well, you can't count her as high T, probably mid. Mid. Pretty mid. Movement is floating as well. I can't say it's fast, but it's kind of floating. Especially at the stand D. This stand D actually moves your character forward somehow, and I see a lot of people using this. A bit of anti-air as well. That's why you see a lot of people doing pressing D and moving forward, so give it pressure and keep the distance between you and your opponent. You can't do stuff from low, it doesn't work. So people pretty much doing a lot of mix up most of the time, you can see, but I don't really do that because not using that much of her, that's a risk for me. So DC will demonstrate what he normally do for MuiMui.
Yeah, so MuiMui, similar to Nak, I use her in point or mid, but I have seen good players use her in anchor as well, and they do actually use her pretty well. As Chen said, her moves are pretty floaty in a sense. Stand C's, fast stand C's real good poke, so when you can actually hit, you can confirm out of it, so it's actually a really good far poke. Stand D is really good, or far D, as Chen said, kind of moves forward and it's used as an anti-air, so for anyone you know that's going to hop or it's jumping in, you can use it to anti-air. Her jump CD is like fairly priority as well, but you got to do it early because it's got a bit of a startup on it. But yeah, and Stand D does jump over lows as well, so which is good to know. For combos, yeah, the main combo that I use is so 3 crouch light kicks into that. That's probably the staple. I can do a frame trap into forward A, because you can't, as Chen said, you can't link any crouches into her command normal, which is forward A. But if you do 2 crouch B, stand B into forward A, the forward A you can do that. So if someone wants to press a button after the stand B, the forward A is going to catch them, and again that actually just basically has a frame trap. From heavy attacks, he does actually have a grab, which is half circle back B or D, but yeah, it doesn't, unless you do the EX version, it won't grab. And all she does for the normal one is just punch him into the corner. You can't follow up with it. There's nothing you can do. And yeah, and quarter circle A is I guess it's meant to be anti-air, but it's not. It's really bad.
It's really bad.
I would not use it. You're better off just doing stand B and either taking a trade or just blocking, because she doesn't actually have a proper DP. She doesn't have a traditional crouch C, unlike Nak. So her crouch C is that, and obviously it doesn't hit the air. So yeah, she doesn't really have too much other than that. Yeah, besides this, the only other real combo I use is that shun'ei. Is that they're probably the two main combos that I use.
Very limited.
Yeah, it doesn't really give you.
They're gonna be really simple. That's why I say SNK when they doing this team, they're lazy, right? So pretty much, if you got a chance to do the rackers, the SDM version is like 500. You don't really need to do too much about it, unless you want to do. I don't think you can do that. Or you can, but that just is useless. The second super. Even though full hit, full confirm, 144. This is useless combo. So that's why I don't see people using it at all, except for Kamehameha. We call it Kamehameha.
Yeah, the fireball is the best super.
Her level 3, it just looks nice, but damage wise, yeah, kind of disappointed. 420, full heat confirmed. So if you're gonna put it into the combo, it's gonna scale it. Yeah, 730. Like, I'm not sure you'll be able to wait until last hit. You should. Oh, you can't. The 16 hits. Let's see if I can do it. Ooh. Yes, that's last hit. But you need to do the timing right. Still 730, so yeah, nothing different. So, if you like this character, you must like this character from bottom of your heart. Because I don't use her in the previous version. She's pretty new from 14. Anyway, we can move on. Sometimes you can say we do kind of rely on her Maximo Combo, but Maximo Combo is gonna be straightforward, simple. So, I'm gonna demonstrate the first Maximo Combo. Good thing about her, you can start off with light kick or jumping, and for her, stand C is a very long reach for the hitbox. So that's why you can see a lot of people stand far away and still can confirm. So basically, I'm gonna do the first one, what people normally do. 3 low attacks, start with the Maximo Combo and straight into the EX brackets. You can do extra 2 hit, then confirm to SDM. But I only do 1. Oh, why is it not working? Oh, we're gonna do C. That's right. Okay, let's do it again. So you just need as point. You can do anywhere. Oh, not pretty much anywhere. Away from the corner. Hey, why is not out? Oh, stop being laggy again. That's why I'm sick of it. Why the practice training always lag? Alright, 2 bar, 378. That's for the first one. Most comment people doing it. Or you just don't want to do the SDM. You can delay it, try to get all 3 hits, and DC will demonstrate the next one for us.
Okay, so the other main, well, the main combo that I use for max mode is that one. How much damage was that?
426.
426. Okay. So yeah, so her EX grab basically does this animation where it just spins them and hits them, but this time you can follow up. So yeah, you can do from far distance when you're not in corner. You have to do the fireball super. There's nothing else that will hit. So sorry,
Heavy.
So yeah, you've obviously shown that one, but yeah, from you have to use that. Unfortunately, there's nothing.
Oh,
else.
she actually called Kamehameha.
Does she?
Yeah.
I never really noticed.
She does.
Probably.
I heard what she said. It's Kamehameha. Yeah, it's Kamehameha. Oh, wow, Dragon Ball. Okay. Yeah, that's most of people doing it. You can do level 3 to see if you want to waste it. It's pretty straightforward. 567, 3 bar, it's okay. Maybe you can add 1 hit. Oh, you can. I remember you can.
Yeah, you can.
You can add 1 hit. Yeah, it still works. It doesn't really matter is you pulling point, second or anchor. She's gonna use it like that most of the time, unless in the corner you can do this here and do 1 bar combo 432 in corner only, but is very good damage then using DM or SDM. If you just have 1 bar, it still works. So that's something I do sometimes. 2 EX. Okay, that's 432. Except for that, there's nothing much you can do about MuiMui. It's more like a standing and try to get the hit confirmed straight into the combo or the super. Except for that, nothing we can talk about MuiMui too much.
Yeah, there's not really too much to add. I'm pretty certain yeah, that works anywhere as well. So yeah, you can do that. If you just, the only difference is when you're doing it in corner, as Chen showed, it kind of crosses up. So you just got to do it the other way. But yeah, it does work anywhere pretty much. But other than that, yeah, no, I personally don't use her climax. I rather save the bar for another max mode opportunity. Yeah, because that's probably where her more damage is. So 2 bar max is where I usually do her max combo. So if I'm not doing SDM fireball, I just use it just for that basic combo, and then start to push it again. And yeah, that's usually where I leave it.
Yeah, we don't waste bar on her.
Nah, but that's basic. That's, yeah, you don't really deviate too far from that.
Yeah, rather save the bar, because level 3 doesn't take that damage. I saw some other player do MuiMui's combo online. Bit fancy, and then give extra hits, but it's not very useful during the battle. It's more like a fancy combo tutorial thing. Yeah, that kind of thing I don't normally do because it doesn't work. It didn't work quite well, so that's why I wouldn't demonstrate that. Unless, you know, some of the mix-up does work, then yeah, we definitely go for it. But for her now, we're just gonna keep something that is... I think you can do... Oh yeah, you can do... But it just doesn't hit. I don't know why. I remember there was one. I don't remember there's... Oh yeah, that works. Yeah, after the EX hit up, you can... but the timing is gonna be... It's gonna be the timing right. So you can do extra hit after that, extra follow-up after that, but you might miss it. Yeah, so you probably need to always gonna use EX, the EX version, the SPM version. Of course, if you have enough bar, this is probably gonna just... Let me see, around 425, you're probably able to do in 2 bar. Or you can't. $568, pretty good. If you're gonna put in anchor, is that better? Let me see. Oh, alright. It doesn't work. Alright, so pretty much you're gonna spend extra bars on it. Doesn't matter in which position you are. You can waste it if your opponents have a less health bar, and you're able to kill them. But except for that, pretty much MuiMui. And if you like MuiMui, you have any other combo you want to share with us, please leave a message, or you know, just leave a simple command so we can probably do demonstrating again. All right, moving on. Sorry. Move on to our our last character for the night. And I see DC using most of the time. Is Love Heart.
Yeah, I like Love Heart. Love Heart's good.
Member
She's
select.
probably one of my favourite new characters.
Yeah. But
It's a
her move's
shame
very
that we
simple.
probably... Yeah, it's a shame we probably won't see her ever again, unfortunately.
She's low tier. Oh, actually, is she low tier in the game? Actually, she's quite low tier, but it's quite powerful low tier, as I can see.
Yeah, so when the game first came out, she was really good. The main thing was because of her crouch C. Her crouch C was easily the best in the game. Like, the way her arm extends, the hitbox was actually further than that, and which is why people made it so hard to get around. And I'm pretty certain it was angled up a little bit, not angled, but the hitbox was a little bit higher. So yeah, people found it hard to jump over as well. But yeah, now in this version, she's actually high risk, medium reward type character. A lot of the damage comes from her supers. Basic combos, she doesn't really have a lot.
Yep.
And yeah, she's actually pretty difficult to use, in my opinion, because of her buttons. Did you want to start off, Shen, or did you want me to?
I can start with first.
Okay.
Give me a sec.
Yep.
Let me think. Alright, so basically when I use Love Heart, if I use any our friends or me play, I really rely on Crowd C. Rely on Crowd C doing one sword slide, or that's the light version, so it's half circle back A, or the half circle back C. That's 2 times. I mix on my opponents, Because the good thing about this to start with, because her move's very simple. So Fireball B is gonna be the kick, and you can do the follow up back B. So that's the most simple one. And then I don't normally use that a lot because I don't know, just not my style. I'd rather do a lot of C, slide C or slide A. Good thing about her, even though the damage is only 163, but because this reached really far, so each time when I get hit confirmed, look how far was that? Like literally here. Just do a DM 316. Simple, easy, powerful. SDM, my favorite. I do all the time. 410. Anywhere in the screen. Most powerful. Of course we do. Oh, alright, we do the normal version. I don't normally do the kick DM. I don't know why. Sometimes I get missed. That's pretty much how basic I use Love Heart. I don't use the flying kick as DC doing a lot. We don't normally do the Fireball A or C because it's really danger move and there's no benefit on it. It's minus, so you get punished easily. DP is really bad, I can say. Most of the time you lose to any of other characters, and sometimes even though you are hitting your component, you are hitting your opponents like correctly, it still count as a trade. So when I play, I pretty much rely on jump CD, slice into DM. That's pretty much what I do. Stand CD, it's okay, because sometimes I can do a bit of follow-up. If it's in the corner. After that, you definitely can change that to, you can advance cancel to... Ah, damn, that's missed. Oh, why is this? That one goes more damage, but wasting 3 bars, not my favorite. Alright, let's move back to DC. DC have a more better view using Lava than me.
Okay, yeah, so as I said, Love Heart, I think she's pretty difficult to use. I do use her because she needs meter. I think she's probably best in middle. I don't use her at point, and I sometimes use her as anchor, but it just depends on who I'm playing, because other anchor characters will beat her easy. So just cycling quickly through her moves. So her crouch C is really good.
Really far.
Stand B I use a lot as well as a poke. It's probably one of the furthest poking in the game. And yeah, I use that a lot. And yeah, it's obviously very hard to punish. Her other main move that I use is Crouch A. Now Crouch A I use for starting combos, and also on block it's +3, so it leaves me in a good advantage at least if they block. So yeah, so for a basic combo you can do that, and there is OTG with her with her command normal. Her command normal back B. That actually hits grounded. So yeah, you can do that. The only thing I'm not really too fond with the back B, because its range is deceptively low. It looks like it has good range, but there's sometimes where if you do like a crouch C hit, back B will miss.
Yeah, pushing your opponents
yeah,
too far.
Yeah. Like even sometimes when it's close and you think it's going to hit, it sometimes doesn't. It just depends on the character you're playing. But yeah, so usually from there I just go straight into whatever move. I don't even bother with the back B like that. You know, you thought that would hit, but yeah, it doesn't. So just be careful if you're going to use back B. You got to be really close, close to them. Stand D you can use as a fast stand D you can use as an anti-jump, but it's pretty slow, so you got to do it quick. The only other move I really use is her jump CD is really good. It has decent priority, and it kind of hits low to the ground as well. And then her jump B acts as a cross up, so if you want a cross up move, jump B is that move. You got to time it fairly well. Yeah, the timing's a bit difficult. If they're crouching, it's obviously a little bit easier to cross up like that, but they can get crossed up when standing as well, like that. So that's a basic setup. The other move that I do use, so jump A is really good for like neutral jump A, like for someone hopping in. And if you want to try and hit someone when they're like sort of crouching or ducking while they're on the ground, your jump C is really good because it like arcs down. But yeah, other than that, her moves, as Chen said, her DP is probably one of the worst in the game. For a DP, it trades so much and it loses a lot. Even a C version is not that good. It just trades. It's just really poor. I don't know why they've never buffed it to be a little bit more invincible, but they haven't. So other than that, yeah, if you're gonna try and you just block really, because you don't really have anything else to counter it. Yeah, so this move is half circle forward kick or half circle forward D. The D version goes further, but you can't link the OTG because its recovery is too slow, so you can only do the OTG off the B version. Now the reason why I find people find it hard is because from this into half circle, people can't really combo it, and that's probably where people find it difficult. And from lows, you can't link into any of the other options. Whoops. You probably could do D. Oh no, you can't do DP because yeah, the range is really bad. So yeah, which is why the difficulty of that as a basic combo is really hard. From heavies, as Chen's shown, go into the swords. That's her best option. I definitely would not do it on block though. Try and do it after confirm, because both these are punishable. You can guard roll and you can punish. If you got someone that's got an invincible DP in the middle of the second hit of this, you can actually DP it. Or super, anything that's got invincibility on startup, it will defeat it. So you just got to be careful of using the heavy version. But yeah, Love Heart's DP doesn't have invincibility. But someone like Rio, K-Dash, Kyo, Yuri, their DPs will work in the middle of that, so you just got to be careful with it. But yeah, so for combos, I do use that. I do use that all the time. The crouch B hits low, so you can do crouch B as well, but the range on crouch B is pretty poor. And then if you're far away, crouch A doesn't hit. And you can't cancel out a crouch B. So which is why I use 2 crouch A's. So I know it doesn't hit from a low, but I rather more distance and better hit confirm out of crouch A, so that's why I use crouch A more than crouch B. Oh yeah, she does have another move, which is this, which Chen showed as well. The idea of that move is that actually goes through fireballs. So if someone does a fireball, you do this, and it's meant to skip through it, but the timing for that is very difficult. I rarely use it because you got to know the speed of the fireball and your distancing, and yeah, it's not a good move. So I don't use it at all, unfortunately. It's very hard to use. Other than that, we'll just go into I guess standard combos into DMs.
And then comes with DM. Oh well, it's pretty basic. I mean, for me, as I show from, you can do level 1. You can do DM. Well, I mostly do this 653 when I 100% know my opponent's gonna die. For SDM wise, oh, actually it works. Okay.
Yeah, that will work. Yeah, I think in corner it may not because of the distancing.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember the bow works. Yeah.
What if you're like right in corner?
Right.
Yeah, like this. Oh no, that's gonna hit.
Yeah, pretty much works everywhere. I mean... Oh, okay. Yeah, we're missing one hit, but probably in the corner is the best. Like, because I rely a lot on the down C. Because if my opponent's gonna block, I won't do that. I'll probably just do one slash. If confirm, because you actually can wait to confirm as well. So that's why I do normally do different than your way. Probably your way is more efficiency. Not sure.
Yeah, so this, I do use this as well as the combo. It's easily the best for damage. Yeah, it's just so simple to do. Yeah, so I do that. Might need to note that the A version of the Fireball Super is slower than the C version, so there is a speed difference, so it's just depending on which one you want to use. So I usually use the C version because you want it to go quick. The only other option as well, I guess, from that is you can do it from that. Because the fireball's on the ground, the fireball actually hits OTG as well. So if I do the main combo, now it's not worth it in damage wise. It's
190.
It's pathetic, to be honest.
Rubbish.
But I'm just stipulating that you can actually do that from that as well.
How about you advance cancel?
I think you can. Like, I don't normally do it.
Bars 463. Acceptable. Acceptable. But if we're gonna do that, we'd rather just go straight into this.
Yes. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Too bad.
But yeah, her other DM I don't really use too much because similar to the Fireball, it does have, depending on the strength, it depends on the range, and the damage is not that good.
Oh my god, I can actually punish you. Use my light kick. What the hell?
Oh no, sorry, I wasn't blocking. Oh yeah, you can punish me. Yeah. So yeah, it's punishable. Yeah.
It's punishable.
Not good.
Oh my god. Yeah, probably that's why no one uses much.
Yeah, like you need to hit it. You need to get all the hits in order to get the full damage. So if you're farther away, it's not going to get all the damage.
108. Like even worse than just the. This is like for these regular hits 163. and your
Yeah.
DM is 103. Unbelievable. Oh my god,
It's very bad.
rubbish.
It's got some invincibility, so some way if you do it off wake up or something, like it will work. But yeah, it's I don't use it, unfortunately. It's not a super that I use. I just stick to the fireballs, and that's pretty much the main.
Keep in mind, Kelsey's the best.
Yeah, down C's good. Yeah, it's really good.
And the A slash can actually cancel all the projectile as well. Can cut through?
Does it?
Yeah, you can. I remember you can cut the fireballs.
Oh, okay. I never actually used it for that purpose, so yeah.
Oh, I do that sometimes. The only C, you can't cancel C, so you know it's stupid. But for A, you know, in front of you can just cut through. I remember. Not sure if they changed that. But anyway, let's move on because her Maximo Combo. Do I not use her Maximo Combo? Yes, I do. Alright, let me first demonstrate my Maximo Combo because it's gonna be easy confirm. Either like what DC said, you can start with the light A. 1 hit, 2 hit, or 3 hit doesn't matter, but I'm normally just gonna do the EX hit, and the EX hit it up, 1 of the slice, then do super. That's what I normally do. Oops, just do 1. Hey, where's my out?
You're on
I think you can do the second time. Something like
You can. You can. You just gotta delay the second one. Oh no, not. Oh, sorry. No, I didn't. I thought you meant the second slash of the sword.
Oh yeah, but, I mean just the DMS. I remember in the first patch you can do that. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, you can only do
first
one
version,
OTG hit.
I don't think you can do that anymore, but let me just try. Hey,
Oh, I know what you're trying to do. So in the first patch,
yeah, in the first patch,
the first patch they had an option where if you did that, and then you can do that again.
Oh, you still can
Like
do
that.
it.
You can still do it, but there was another option where you can pseudo do that again, and yeah, and then they've removed the OTG option.
Yeah, I remember it's much simpler.
I think it's what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Because yeah.
For that one. Yeah. Too bad. Anyway, that's my combo. Except for that, I do same straight into level 3. Works. It just looks cool, but damage wise sucks. I'd rather do individually on level 3 because that one sometimes you can't jump. Oh, that's weird. But because that sometimes is the gamble with your opponent. If they're doing anything, you able to hit it. Doesn't matter. It's gonna be DP, super, fireball, anything. So you're just gonna bet it. But the funny thing is, sometimes you might fly over it and you miss the hit. Like I don't know why. That's just auto-correct sometimes. So just have to be aware of that. That's my combo. DC's doing more fancy than me. Because I'm only gonna stay in basic.
Yeah, so just the basic sort of combos that I do use. So from lights, you can actually link a stand B after 2 crouch A's, and then I'd go into max mode from there. Oops.
Oh yeah, that's that's right.
So that's one combo that I do. If I want to do SDM, which I think, how much did that give me? That damage? Combo?
I didn't see that. Do it again.
Okay, I'll do it again. So this is out of corner as well.
$361.
Okay, so if I did the SDM version, I just change it a little bit, which looks like this. Oops, oh no. Okay.
$382.
Okay, so slightly more. So if you want to do a slightly easier option, then you can do that. That's the SDM to fireball. Yeah, and then if I did the sword one, and there's that option as well.
364.
So that's a 2-bar option, but because you're using all your meter to do your, you got to do the AV. Because you're using all your meter to do the EX moves, unless you got them in Anchor, you get more options to do EX. Okay, so when you do the first hit of the
oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you do it while she's in the air. It's a bit weird, but yeah. There you go.
Ah, fly over! It just looked nice.
Yeah. Other than that, they're the main combos that I use. Yeah, the main one is. Oops. So the main one is that combo. That's the main one I use anywhere. Now if we just go to corner, it does change. It doesn't change slightly. It just in corner she actually can combo after the fireball, so you just do get a little bit more damage in that sense. So if I just did my standard combo. What the hell? You can get a DP straight after it. You can do that. You can actually get a lot more fireballs, super fireballs and all that after it as well, but that's a little bit more technical. But yeah, so just in corner you can do that. There is an option to do it after this. Oh man, after the swords as well. Yeah, but that's a little harder. So you're better off just doing it after that and just doing the thing. So if doing Chen style,
yeah, slide.
so that will be that type of
629. That's damage just so sucks.
Yeah. But that's just showing an example where you can actually just get a little bit more damage in corner, but the combo itself is the same. It doesn't change at all. Other than that, yeah, I don't really do too much with Loveheart. She's pretty
solid character.
Yeah, she's out of the three. I reckon she's the hardest to use. Then MuiMui would be the next easiest, and then Nakoruru would be the easiest out of the three. But I like her design. I reckon she's pretty cool, and I do play her a lot actually. So yeah, she's one of my favourite characters in this game. I just really like her design. I wish they'd just buff some of their stuff.
Oh, okay, might keep going 15. We never know.
Nah, I'm pretty certain SNK sold the license for her.
Oh, that.
Yeah, so which
Probably
is why I'm
Nakoruru
saying
will be in the game as well, and MuiMui. This, you know, as I said from the beginning, SNK didn't do the character design really properly for another working. They're more like entertaining characters, and then the first two of them up are so powerful, like simple and powerful, because of most of the players complaining about it. That's why they nerfed 3 of the characters down. They were really good for these 3 characters, and once they nerf down, they just become like not as a bad way, but they become rubbish because no much people gonna choose them during the game, because there's more even better character like shun'ei, top tier ST characters is even easier and like even more powerful than what they are. So yeah, they have to sit in the cold benches for this 2 years. I mean, still people playing it. Like I do play sometimes. It doesn't mean they're bad. It's just they are, because they're simple and solid. You know, like for my opinion, from my opinion, they're probably doing better in Samurai Showdown. They should put them in Samurai Showdown.
Yeah, well, she does play kind of similar, but kind of not.
Yeah.
In the new Sam show. But yeah, she is different in that game.
Right, same thing. If you guys have any other combo like to share that is gonna be realistic, you know, simple for people that can learn from the beginning or to advance, more than welcome to leave a message to us or leaving my channels. Except for that, there's not anything we're gonna add in for tonight for these 3 characters.
Nah, I think I'm pretty much said everything.
Yeah, we'll pretty much go through all the advantage and disadvantage, most of the combo we can do, common combo we normally do. Alright, again, thanks guys for watching. If you like our Combo Dojo channel, please join us on Thursday night, because now Sydney and Queensland is, well, we have a daylight saving, so we have a different time set. Well, normally we broadcast on Thursday night between 9 to 11. Like not 100% sure. If you miss our stream, don't worry. You can go to my YouTube channel to watch again, or you can just go to my Twitch account, see the replay. I will do all the highlight and make sure you guys know which character we're doing this time. But anyway, thanks again. Anyone that watching Ken Chan's King of Fighter 14 Combo Dojo, and thanks again for DC Dark Chaotix joining us to share his experience and his knowledge to build up before 15 release. Alright, see you guys on next Thursday. This is Chen.
DC.
Right, see you guys. Thanks, bye.
See ya.